All right, people, I'm back at it again. I was talking about Gideon. This is what I wanted to spread the message today. If you want confirmation, don't be afraid to ask for it. I'm being real. If you want to trust in the Lord to direct your path, you might want to not be afraid to ask for confirmation. I'm being real. I do it all the time. And most true believers do it all the time. You want to make it habitual. Because you want to know that you're listening to the Lord's voice. Some decisions you got to make are tough. And God's going to strengthen you to make the tough decisions. Even in regards to things you think you don't supposed to do. Like in regards to walking with the Lord. I'm not saying you're going to do something bad. I'm saying like hard, tough decisions. Like, I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? Ask the Lord. Ask him. Am I saying he going to do what he did for Gideon for you? He got something for you. There's something that's going to strengthen your faith. You understand? And I believe back then, the people's faith was so, they didn't have television, they didn't have nothing. They just had their mindset. You understand? Clear all the time. They spent a lot of time just communing with themselves. We got a lot of distractions now. But the thing is, TV could be a distraction, or God can actually use television to talk to you too. The enemy can too now. But God can use TV. I received messages like just, that was odd. That was strange. You understand? The dream world. I talk about that all the time. He can talk to you in your dreams. You understand? He can show you a few things. It may not make sense. But you'll know, man. Everybody's different. And like I said, God speaks to everybody differently in regards to how he can reach you. All I can tell you is seek him. Ask him. You know what I'm saying? And don't be afraid to. You understand? You don't want to be just somebody who something says pops into your head, you go do it. Like what people say back in the day, always trust your first mind. I guarantee you, a lot of people first mind, they got them in a lot of first troubles. I'm just being real. You can't trust that. Oh, your first mind. See, I should have trusted my first mind. But this the crazy part. Sometimes that first mind was right. So you start believing that saying. I got to trust my first mind. Because one time it actually was accurate. But how about all the times you trust your first mind and it led you in the wrong direction? I'm going to ask you a question now. Be truthful with yourself. Be truthful with yourself now. You understand? Sometimes that second thought be the one. Sometimes that third. You understand? For real though. But I didn't notice something, people. God will protect you from yourself too. Because sometimes your mind be like I'm going to give you some examples. Sometimes you might want to go somewhere. Lord, I'm just tired of being at this house. So you go over there, and everywhere you go, it's like, it's not going according to plan. And then you think about it, man, I should have stayed home. But your first mind said, go ahead and go. Go ahead and go visit. Go seek other people. Then you get there, they ain't there, or this and that, or something happens. You see, I'm just saying, people. But the thing is, God will protect you. Like, if you're his, you're going to be protected from yourself, from your own mind, from many things. You understand? Gideon was a great a great deliverer for being obedient and asking questions. Hey, Lord, if you do this, I know it's you. What's wrong with that? You were supposed to question God. You want to ask God that. Lord, I want to know it's you. I want to know I'm listening to your voice. He said, I want to listen to the voice of Thomas. I want to know it's you. You understand? Give me something. Please, Lord. Nothing wrong with that. But that's the saying today. Don't just do it. How you know you listen to God the first time? Just do it. Oh, you that perfectly discern that, you know what I'm saying, that the devil don't talk to you too? That the devil don't try to come into your head? Even Jesus was tempted by the devil. What makes you any different? He could have been like, well, that must be my Father talking to me. I bow down to you. Nope, he said, thou shalt not tempt the Lord God, only God shall I worship. You understand? And he was tempted beyond measure. You understand? But he had to test that spiritual energy when he was fasting and praying in the wilderness. You understand? He had to see if that was God. The devil came. And guess what? The devil's going to come to you too in many forms to try to tempt you. So test the spirits. You understand? And be obedient. Because the thing is, this day and age, God has said something on your heart that only you know. Because I done realized something. Trying to explain what God has you doing to somebody else, most people going to look at you like you're crazy. You just know God is working a work in you. You understand? Only people of a spiritual level may even come to grasp what you're trying to tell them. But most people are not going to see it that way. So don't try to expect confirmation from people all the time. God can confirm things through people. You know, throughout my life, since I've been walking with Christ, I didn't have confirmation through random folks all the time. And that's my signs and wonders. Oh, for real? You know, it's like some random person that come up to you. You keep doing what you do. God is proud of you. Keep doing what you're doing. Okay, there you go. There you go. God is talking. Great. That's what you want. And it's like when you least expect. I was telling people about 2 weeks ago. I woke up in the morning, man. I just didn't feel like doing a video that day. I was like, man, I'm tired, Lord. You know, it's like it's bearing no fruit. And then I finally get a comment. Keep letting the Lord lead you and keep doing what you're doing. What? Right on time. Look, my mom used to say that all the time. My auntie used to say, God is on time God. He may not come when you need him. When you want him to come. But he come when he needs you. When you need him to come. And that is so true. When you at your wit's end. Just like parting the Red Sea. Like everybody like, what are we going to do? Moses, show him what I'm going to do. Parted the Red Sea. Do you understand? He's on time. All the times in the wilderness, they thirsted. Smite the rock. Take that raggedy branch right there and throw it in the water and cleanse it. What? God is a God of surprises. Get in. Go over there, man. If you doubting a little bit, just go over there. You and Fua, whatever his name was, you and him walk over there and just see what's going on. They just happen to stumble upon somebody telling a dream. What? Think that's coincidence? God's timing is perfect. Walk over there right now, if you're doubting. And they went over there. Hey man, I had a dream, a tumbleweed came through and just tore things on over it. Oh, that's Gideon. And then Gideon right there like, what? They talking about me. That prophecy was about me. That dream was about me. Strength. You understand? And don't worry about how many people you got on your side. The Lord's going to give you enough equipment, enough personnel to accomplish whatever it is he wants to accomplish through you. Like I tell people all the time, I try to make music. You understand? And like every time I try to make music with somebody else, it never goes right. And I was like, maybe I'm a solo artist. Not that I'm selfish, it's just I work better alone. I hate to say it, but I'm not saying I'm not gonna get help eventually, but I work better alone. Like even at my job, I work good with people too now. I can work good with anybody. But sometimes when I'm just at the warehouse and everybody's gone, I get in the zone. And I can just focus so much because I know how I want something done. You understand? And sometimes they say, if you want a job done, you got to do it yourself. Not that you're better than nobody else. It's just you have a way of looking at things that nobody else can. You understand? Especially through God's eyes. If God has a mission for you, he's going to let you know exactly what to do. He talked to Samson. He fed Samson. Put water in a bloody jawbone. Like, what in the world? I just slaughtered 1,000 people with it. You thirsty, ain't you? You're thirsty, ain't you? A lot of y'all people be hungry and stuff, and then go to a customer house or go somewhere and somebody cooking some food. I don't like that. I guess you ain't hungry. I'm just being real. You got to look at things from a different perspective. You understand? Me, I'm personally, if I'm starving and I'm low on income and somebody got some food for me, I'm not really going to question it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to go with the flow. A lot of y'all need to learn to go with the flow. You understand? And like I said, God does speak to you. You know, like I had a dream last week, and I don't like to tell too many. I was going to tell somebody this dream. But anyway, what happened was I had a dream about a specific cousin, and we was talking about God, and we was talking about certain things. We were talking about witchcraft. And, you know, but I remember the dream, she talked with me. And then the next day, I'm talking about this the morning I woke up, this same day, right? My brother was like, my car broke down over our cousin's house. The same cousin I had a dream about. I didn't want to go. I'm like, man, I really don't want to go. But you know, like, man, come on, I got to take my brother over to his car. So I took my brother over to his car. Next thing you know, the conversation come up. We're talking about God and we're talking about witchcraft. But I didn't even bring the conversation up. God would confirm the truths that he wants you to know and let you know you're in the right place at the right time. You know, the only way I can tell you this because I've experienced it firsthand. Do you understand? So I experienced it firsthand. So, seek him. And like I said, I'm telling you, once it gets a little easier over time. Am I saying every dream I have has an important message in it or lets me know something? No, not every time. No, not every time. Like last night, I was just laying in the bed and I felt like somebody was singing a song in my ear. Crazy, I felt it. I felt like something was in the room. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what in the world is that? You know what I'm saying? Something is speaking to me. I can't even remember the song, but I remember somebody singing something in my head. And I can hear them. I felt the pressure. You understand? It's probably like 4 in the morning. You understand? But stuff's happen, man, in the spiritual realm all the time. And, you know, if you're seeking God, get ready for some spiritual encounters. You're going to have many of them. You understand? Stop thinking with the carnal mind. Start thinking from a spiritual mindset. Because we serve a spiritual God. He's a spirit. You understand? So get used to spiritual energies, vibes, all kind of things. You understand? But if you're chosen of the Lord, you might well just get used to it. Nothing shouldn't even frighten you anymore. Like they said, don't be afraid, man. Don't be afraid. They never said who the angel was that visited Gideon, but he was the angel of the Lord. You understand? It's crazy kind of encounters. And then the Bible tells us in the New Testament, entertain strangers. He is under a tree, or wherever he was. You understand? And somebody just came up, hey, got a message for you. What? Yeah, the Lord's finna use me to send a message to you. You understand? Be ready, people. Don't be so stuck on yourself that you can only hear from God through oneself. But you can hear through God so many different ways. You just got to be willing and ready to take whatever he shows you. Man, people that told me stuff that you can tell when somebody telling you something and it's talking through God. I can't explain it. You can tell when God is talking to somebody for you. Like, it's like a feeling you just know. Like, how could you possibly have known that? People who don't even see you on a regular. Just, what? I done got messages from people under the influence of alcohol that were of God. And I'm like, what? You know, all kind of people. You understand? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? If you're seeking him, he's going to give you some kind of confirmation. I'm just letting you know that. I know I feel like I'm repeating myself, but I just want you to know you're going to get some kind of confirmation. And again, don't be afraid to ask questions. Nothing wrong with that. He's your father. You understand? He's your father. If your earthly father want something from your earthly father, don't you ask him? Or you want an explanation? You know, when kids turn like 2 and they start asking, what about this? Why is that? Why? You're going to find yourself being like a little kid. He said, be as a little kid. You know, little children are more prone to spiritual knowledge. And they love to ask questions. You know, don't get to an adult stage like you know it all. Ask questions. Ask. Knock. Seek. How many times you got to seek? Keep hearing those same type saying over and over again. And none of y'all are seeking. None of y'all are asking. And none of y'all are knocking. What's up? Do it. It's in the word. It's there for you to live by. Do you understand? It's there. Now take the fisherman, right? He said, my sheep know my voice, right? You know, they was toiling out there all day, couldn't catch no fish. Then some stranger come up, throw the fish on the other side. They could have been like mean and stuff like that, man. You know what? I've been fishing on the side, man. I know how to fish, man. I've been fishing since I was 12. Since fishing since I was 8 years old. My dad taught me how to fish, and what you think you gonna tell me? But what happened? He was like, okay, whoop, caught so many fish. It was like, this man know what he talking about. I'm finna follow after him. You see, that's why the kind of confirmation, you gonna be like, God knows what he's talking about. I'm gonna follow after God. You're gonna have some confirmations, people. Just be ready for them. Don't be so stubborn. Don't be hard-headed. Be obedient. My sheep know my voice. And ask questions. That's all I got for you today, people. This ain't one of my normal rants. You know, I just want y'all to know something, though. You know, if you his, get ready for encounters. You're going to have many of them. Have a blessed day.